Welcome to the Ministry of Creativity for the Love of Ghost podcast series. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Ministry of Creativity with me, Geraldine.
And me, Natalie.
Yay! We have an extra special guest today. Please introduce yourself. Hello, I am Hattie Erawan.
Yay!
Hello. How are you?
We're good.
How are you? Excuse me if I keep looking to my right. There's builders like working on the house, and there's some reason, like I can see them walking all over the place, like on top of things, and it's like corner of my eye.
Today I was like trying to tell us is that you're actually in a Diet Coke commercial, and they're really hot.
Yeah, really hot. Oh yeah.
That's what we thought. Excellent. Yeah. Other soft drinks are available.
Trying not to be distracted. Whereas I was having a panic because they decided to start cutting down a tree in next door's garden today, and I'm like, no. Why is it always? Yeah. I have things to do. We have people to talk to, don't you know? Yeah.
And we have paintings to discuss.
The portrait. Yes. The portrait, the famous portrait. Oh my God, it just makes me laugh. I don't normally like things like this, but this just makes me giggle. My printer actually printed out too, so it's really helpful. Here's one I prepared earlier. Oh, it's shiny. I love it. Yes, it come out so well. What did you think when you first saw this? Like, seriously? Well, it was kind of, for me, I think, because obviously I started out not knowing Ghost. I think the whole thing was just bizarre to me. So another thing on top of the any less bizarre. Exactly. Okay, Judith paints this, sure. Yeah. I'll go along with it.
Yeah. I think Judith did an excellent job.
Yes. Prater was very pleased. He insisted I printed it and have his own copy. Thank you very much.
As did mine. And if that doesn't end up on an official Ghost t-shirt at some point, I'm going to be really disappointed.
If you see it, let me know. I'd love. I would wear that to death.
Yeah, we'll just get you one.
Me too.
We'll just get you one.
Oh, yeah.
Just with a picture of Judith by the side of it that just says, "I painted this."
With a paintbrush. You should walk around with a paint. That would be a good Halloween costume, actually.
That would. Great.
Walk around with a paintbrush. Oh God.
So I mean, you do have many strings to your bow. Actress, model, musician. So is there anything you can't do?
What can't I do? I don't know. There's probably many things I can't do. Maths. I'm really bad at maths. It's atrocious. So bad. Gosh. I can't think on the spot. That's what usually. Is there anything you can't do? I love that. Weirdly, because acting, you do have to think on the spot with improvisation, but that's different. I think that is different because you kind of got to go with you kind of use that nervous, because I get nervous a lot, that nervous energy to put into another energy, and then you just sort of go with the flow sort of thing. Yeah, and you create a character. It doesn't have to be you, where it's like, you on the spot. And it's always that one. And tell us about yourself. Always. I can do it like silly posts and stuff, social media, and as I'm sure maybe you've been seeing. I loved it. I loved your
social media is a joy.
I'm so glad to hear that. I work hard on it. I loved that one because I did something similar. We did a Sisters of Sin thing, and I was like, this is what I look like creating it. This is what I look like editing it. And it's, goblin mode. Yeah, definitely. I did one today where because I realized people, I think we all do it. When you meet on social media, you have an idea of the person. And I realized maybe some people think I'm this model like
all the
person,
time,
whatever that means. All the time,
polished
all the time. Yeah, I just strut all the time everywhere I go.
As you should.
As I should. It's very exhausting. I've got somewhere to go. Like a strut. Imagine walking into shops like that.
Can you imagine? That's there, wouldn't it? Just strutting. Yeah. Get your item. It's like you're advertising it and then go and buy it.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen.
Oh my God, that's like a Black Mirror episode. Sorry, what were you about to say?
Whenever you walk in, just imagine you're Tyra Banks and she owns everything.
Really?
I'm too nice. I can only do it for like a job and just I don't know.
Yeah. I know what you mean. It's like no.
Yeah, it's a lot of, it's not natural to me, but I can like for a job or something.
You can channel it, and then afterwards be like, I really like everyone. I'm so sorry.
I'm saying sorry. I say sorry all the time, and I think because Thai and English is they're quite similar in being quite apologetic.
They're very polite cultures.
Yes, and I think that sort of heightens like myself like to be maybe a bit too cautious, too considerate, and all these things. So I'm learning to just,
it's a lifelong lesson, trust me.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
People pleasing is a constant affliction.
We'll beat people up for you. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Oh, I love you.
I give them a mum glare, and she'll go and take numbers.
I do actually get on with it because my mum is, even though she's Thai, but she has got such a gangster quality. She's hilarious. She's so funny. When we were in Thailand, me and my boyfriend just walking around the supermarket, and she's just walking around with her purse, and she looks like she's gliding, and we're like bodyguards, like but the soft ones. She's like, yes, they're with me.
Bit of Mrs. Congeniality and glide.
These are mine.
And glide.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're going to be looked at when you're in Thailand. So I think for my mum, it's like, these are my Farangs, which is foreigners in Thailand. There's like a word for
I love that.
I love that. So,
these are mine.
These are mine.
This one I made. This one is a bonus.
This one's a bonus, exactly.
This one is mine. This one is hers. Where his is, I don't know.
Exactly. But what I'm trying to say, I get. Legend. Yeah, she's cool. She's cool. I love gangster women, so.
My mum's a feisty Irish lady, so you don't
love that.
You don't mess with my mum. Like if she was annoyed with something, you knew, everyone knew, and it's just very matter of fact. And you were like, God.
Yeah, my mum passed about 8 years ago, but she was a nightmare. She would take it upon herself to embarrass me at every available opportunity, especially in public.
Oh no! See, my mum was kind on that front. If I knew I was in trouble, I just wouldn't be alone because she would not tell you off in front of people.
No, my mum made a habit of trying to do the stupidest things possible in the most public way possible in front of people that I knew. So I've just carried on that tradition with my own son.
You do it.
We all do it. We all like, oh God, just like, oh my God,
open your mouth, your mum comes out.
Yeah, the older you get. Yeah, even though you've tried like, just to be your own person, but you end up that's exactly what my mum does.
So what attracted you to like the acting and the modelling industry? Because we are often, if we're nervous and that, why do we do this to ourselves?
I know. I still don't know the answer, but because I've known since the age of 7. I've always wanted to. I don't know, because I'm very like you said, very shy. I was definitely one of the shy ones. Like the person that would always hide behind my mother. I think I'd always put on a show at home for the people I knew. And so there was already like, you want to do something with it. So but no, we just all, I don't know the answer because we just all crave that, don't we?
Were you a theatre kid?
Wasn't a theatre kid. What does that theatre kid mean? Because I wasn't like I went to college, but
like,
do you like being in all the shows and the
drama, that kind of thing at school? Were you very much into the arts at school as well, or was it something that develops as you suddenly went, oh, actually there's a career in that?
I never, it was never pushed on me. So it was always something I wanted to do. So yeah, I wasn't going to any after school clubs or anything like that. It was definitely just, I think it was all I'm a very deep person, so I think it all was definitely therapeutic when I was younger.
Yes.
And then acting is a weird one because it was either going to be, when I moved to London 16 years ago, it was either going to be music or acting. But at the time, because of being incredibly shy, my teacher at the time, my drama teacher, she said, I think you should pursue a career in music. So I chose music, and you know, I've done incredible things in music, and I'm still doing really incredible things with music. It's quite secretive at the moment because nothing's out, and yes, so I've been working on it for the past 6 years, so it's been a long time. I think falling out of love with music a little bit as well, having since COVID. And where everything started to be online, because I'm not a very online person. As much as you see me on social media, I'm not, I don't love, I think it actually does something to my mental health as well. Like, so I'm trying to monitor it.
Get the balance.
Yeah, exactly. With acting, and then I think modeling definitely was the glue between the two. It helped me realize, because with modeling, naturally a lot of models go into acting, and then I did a few acting jobs, and then I was like, oh, actually I've got my confidence through modeling, even though I'm not but you know what I mean, I've got more confidence like in a different way. And actually I'm looking at my new music project as though it's an acting job. It's all
okay.
They all interconnect. I mean,
exactly.
I know we bring it back to, but Ghost is all of it. I mean, it's acting and
exactly. And that's why I love it so much.
Yes, the theatrics. And I mean, we can go deep. I always thought, because I was a shy kid, my mum and dad like discouraged me. I wanted to go into acting, and they were like, no, you would not be able to cope with the rejection. So I didn't, and I do regret it, but I always said, well, you never gave me a chance to find out if I was rubbish. I would have given it up. I would have learned. But I said, it's different, because when I'm on a stage, I'm not me. I get to embody somebody else, and that person isn't embarrassed. That person isn't shy. That's not me, so it's fine.
It's
that level of detachment when you go into it. And
So I guess they were protecting you in their way, I guess. But
they meant it from a really good place. And, I mean, I'm of a different era. Like I grew up, I'm old. So
no, you're not.
I'm older.
She's older. We're older. Like
I'm a vampire. I'm older.
This is why I have the pale skin and no light. So I was, I'm an 80s child. And so, like, we didn't have the internet, we didn't have social media, so obviously they couldn't see the connections that could be made so easily. And I think nowadays with social media, you have a lot more interaction with that. The barriers blurred a bit more. Whereas when I was younger, it was very much, oh my God, they're in movies and films. They are very separate genre. We don't, there was no interaction. Whereas now, you obviously with social media and stuff, you have it more. So I do get where they were coming from. But I was 16 and I wanted to do a 1 year at RADA, which was like a foundation one, and you didn't need any experience. And I was like, oh, Mum, Dad, please, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, we're not paying for that. I was like, oh.
Right, yeah. It's funny because like, interesting what you said about social media, because I never really thought of it that way. And it was a different time. And I know that my mum always thinks about, worried about me making the same mistakes that she did. But I don't know, I think, what would I say, like if I was a mother, I'd probably I think I would be like, you have to make those mistakes.
Yeah,
or, you know,
I'm very much
right?
like that with mine.
Yeah. So
I always tell them, like, do the things that will give you a good foundation to fall back on. Like, you know, do your studies, have something available to you. But if you want to go and do whatever it is, try.
Yeah.
Stop from trying, because I know what it feels like not to have tried. I know my parents do it, and I haven't got a problem with them doing it. Different era. I get it. It's from a place of gold.
Yeah.
But it's like, they wanted something stable. My dad was self-employed, so they were like, no, you need a stable job. You need to go in a job that's paid 9 to 5. I'm ADHD, which I didn't find out years later. No, Jordan does not need 9 to 5.
see, I studied music, and I met some really great people. I no doubt at all, like forever friends. But I don't know, like if it was any point of going, because in the end I just, my advice would just to go out there and just perform loads of open mic nights, and then they turn into stages, and then they turn into festivals, and then bigger festivals and things like that. So yeah, I think it's just I don't know, creative stuff, maybe
experience behind you, kind of thing. I mean,
it did let me escape to London, I guess, and from Norwich, so that was, which I'm wearing today. I have Norwich City. I'm not in Norwich.
I won't tell you that some of my best friends are from Ipswich, or we're going to have a fight.
Oh, poor them. Did they move to Norwich by any chance?
No.
Usually that happens. I feel like a lot of Ipswich.
I've got a friend who's been in Ipswich her entire life.
Okay, fair enough.
All I can hear in my head is the line from Stardust, all the way to Ipswich.
Stardust? I haven't seen that.
I love that film. Henry Cavill's in it, and I just find that the funniest thing, because he's just quite a
tiny
baby Henry Cavill. See, that's the other thing. If I'd been allowed to go to RADA, he and I would have been there at the same time, because he's only 5 months older than me.
Oh, that would be could have been best.
I would have been able to hold a conversation with him,
and I'd have been 2 years ahead of him.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I also wanted to go to RADA.
I was about to say, did you want to go to RADA?
Yeah. My mother took the old adage of never put your daughter on the stage a little bit too seriously.
Right. What is that angle? I don't think, like, is it why not do that?
There used to be, and I think this all stems back to very, very early, sort of almost Victorian era times, when a woman on the stage was about as high class as a woman who walked the street.
I think that's how my mum kind of saw it too.
And I think
interesting.
Yeah, I think my parents and my grandparents saw it that way. That it's not the done thing. And I'm like, but I'm really good at it.
Okay.
I'm really good at it, because I was one of those kids who was always in the drama room at school, or always in the music room at school, or was in all the after school clubs, did all the community theatre, did amateur dramatics for a spell. Don't love a bit of amateur dramatics. Did it all. The only thing I couldn't do was dance, because I've always been fat. So
that's nothing to do. I can't dance.
I can't dance either.
No rhythm. I could sing. I could act. You
can do accents. I cannot do it.
Yeah, I'm not bad with accents.
That's something to your, what can't I do? I can't dance. I can move, but when on jobs, a lot of the time, for some reason, they ask you to dance. And it's like, when you're at a club, or not that I'm at clubs, a wedding, and someone is that annoying person that's dancing, and you make eye contact with them, and then they're like, oh yeah, come, and you're like, no, I'm happy, like, table dancing.
I'll just sit here.
My seat. That's all. Yeah, exactly. That's what it feels like when they ask you to dance at work.
That's that Angel episode, if you were into Angel, where he has a flash and he does the dancing.
I love Angel. I totally forgot about that.
And he's like, I don't dance.
No, we can see why.
Oh my God, you took me back.
Took you back. Literally, as soon as you go, No, I don't. Mm-mm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. My cousin
come up in these episodes.
yeah. Angel, my gosh, that took me back. Yeah,
he was a poster on my wall way back when I was a teenager. And then I grew up and learned that I like Spike better, actually.
I was about to say, do you like Spike or Angel?
Spike.
I think it was Spike, yeah.
Spike now. Spike told the truth. And my daughter, right, okay, because we're going back in time, my daughter is re-watching the episodes. My daughter's 16, and she's going, Mum, this is so wrong. I know. I'm watching it now going, how did I possibly think this was right? Like, seriously, 17 years old, a 242-year-old vampire.
Something-year-old
vampire.
Right.
Oh, no.
Spike's even older, and we went with that as well.
Yeah, but she was in her 20s by the time she was with Spike, not 17.
Bloody hell, yeah.
The whole thing, I'm sat there going, oh, this is so many levels of wrong.
There's a lot of programs, but isn't the Gen Z they're rewatching?
Yeah, my daughter's watching them all,
even though it's not correct, right? It's
but they're watching the entire time telling me, going, Mum, this is awful.
So really, they're just telling us off.
Yeah, just judging.
So my son binge watched the first 2 seasons of Buffy. He binge watched the first couple of seasons of Charmed. I think he watched the first season of Angel.
Charmed isn't as bad.
And he looked at me, and as he's sort of going through, my son's 22, and as he's going through all of this stuff, he's looking at me going, seriously?
What you used to watch? Yes,
really?
Viewing.
This I was like, this was appointment television.
Yeah,
you got home at a certain point of a certain day every week, and you knew that Monday was this, Tuesday was that, Wednesday was the next one, Thursday was that, and Friday was really good because you got Voyager immediately followed by the X-Files. You have no idea how I lived my life as a teenager. Thank you, young man.
And watching things after the watershed, whereas now my telly's just like put a pin in.
Oh yeah, if you got to stay up after 9 o'clock and watch something because it had a swear in it, or you got to see a boob.
I can remember mine was Love Hurts with Zoe Wanamaker and Adam
Adam Faith. Oh my God! Now I feel
old. My age now. I'm showing my age. We're probably a decade older.
BBC dramas. Yeah, we must.
Yeah,
we're easily 10 years older than you. That's God.
My boyfriend is 10 years older than me. So he has we kind of relate, but then there will be a time where I'll go quiet and be like, I have no idea what you're talking about now.
Talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
No idea what your frame of reference is.
Yeah. So yeah,
there's occasional bits. My husband's 7 years older than me, so I can't.
Yeah.
So talking of characters along the lines of sort of Buffy and Spike and things like that, what do you prefer to play? Do you prefer to play the good characters, or do you like your characters to have a little bit of spice and a little bit of naughtiness to them?
I like, trying to think of what I've played now. I like a good person with a bit, but maybe a combination, a bit of something to them, not just completely just nice. I'm still very new to the acting game, and I've got lots to explore. Sorry, that was quite a boring answer because I haven't really thought about. But
because I think Judith's got a bit of, there's something to her. The fan, I don't know whether you've seen any of it, like the fan conversations and the speculations about
is she hiding
who she is, what is she hiding?
Because there was she went into a cupboard on TikTok, but they didn't put it anywhere else.
She went into a cupboard.
Yeah, there was a bit where your character.
Oh my gosh, I can't remember.
Yeah, I know, because most of the stuff, once they put stuff out for people, it's been ages. Like you're like, that was ages ago. I don't know. But it was only. I'm sure they only shared that bit on TikTok. It was really weird.
It's just on TikTok.
What was that? And everyone's going,
Judith disappeared behind a door, and we're all like, well, where's she gone?
But that's where I joked with Shitty Ghost Doodles about that's where Frata had hidden all the plushies of Papa Five. And that's why he drew that one. And he was like, don't open that cupboard. And she just going, he didn't want them, huh? So that one was my fault. And now they have come out and they are in that outfit. So I did think that was even more funny.
I don't remember that for some reason.
We'll have to find it now.
I'm also.
Did you get told much about her at all, or did you was it just bare bones script and you went right? Okay, that's who she is then.
I think knowing myself, obviously I should know myself. I feel like because it was quite a quick process into things, and usually I sort of get to know the character through time, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm still on a journey. I definitely with Judith, whereas there's a character that I won't talk about, but this year that I have got plenty of time to really think, and the director has given me lots of pointers and reference. Yeah, it's like I said, I'm very new to the game, and that's an interest. Everyone's different. Every director has their own sort of way of working with an actor, I guess. Sorry, what was your question? I felt again I went on some sort of journey there.
I think it was something. Do we think Judith is hiding something? I'm sure she is.
We will see.
No it was comment. The portrait. She didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah. Was Judith driving the truck?
Yeah, just quickly around the back. Oh, you're going? Okay.
I love how quickly, though, the character was embraced by the fandom. It's like, oh, there's someone new. Fine, awesome. She's one of us now. And I think you've been embraced that same way as well by the fandom. You felt that.
Oh gosh, people have been so lovely. I did not expect it. Although the director, Alex Perry, he did say to me on set, he says, you realize you're going to, this is probably you're going to get, people are going to be following you, like a lot of people. And yeah, I mean, I don't really like talking about the followers or whatever, but yeah, I saw a massive difference in when each episode
came out.
When chapter, yeah exactly. So it was it's all honestly all quite a big shock to me as well, I guess, with the same as the audience. I'm also on the journey, probably a little bit behind than everybody else. I've definitely caught up. I've watched every I keep saying episode chapter now, so I know what everything's
all the way
about.
Back to the beginning. You went
all the way back to the beginning. So I went on the chapters, and then I was like, what is this job? I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, and it's really fun. I want to know more. And then I looked back, and yeah, so it's been really, really cool.
And they're very funny. They're just ridiculous. To be perfectly honest, but wonderfully ridiculous.
Yes, wonderfully seriously at all.
Love it. I love it.
Embrace the ridiculous, and embraces a lot of, considering he's Swedish and playing an Italian character. It's a lot.
Yeah.
He embraces a lot of English humour. Natalie and I have spoken about this before. It's quite British humour, a lot of it, and it's
it is. It is. I actually used to date a Swedish man back in the day, about early 20s, like 10 years. Over 10 years ago.
We like Swedish boys here. You're all right.
And well, this one I don't know.
Oh, okay.
There's always got to be one iffy one, you know.
Yeah, but I must say his humor was the sort of humor I like it, because it was like kind of dark, but a little bit British. But it must have, I don't know how to explain it, because it's got a Swedish thing to it as well. But it's
A Swedish twang.
It relates into English. Sorry, what did you say?
A Swedish twang.
Exactly. So no, I got it when I got on the set, and even though I was trying to understand everything, it was all bizarre. Rewatching everything, I was like, okay, Swedish. I get it. I get this whole humor, because I was there for a couple of months. But then the relationship.
Which bit of Sweden were you in?
A place called Lidingö. Lidingö. I'm trying to do a Swedish. Oh gosh, Stockholm. Sorry, Stockholm. Lidingö. I don't know. I was following who I thought was the love of my life, and young love.
And then you discovered that actually Stockholm is the love of your life.
Yeah, exactly. I would love to go back again. Yeah,
so would we.
Beautiful.
So would we.
You've been amazing. Yeah, just Scandinavia. Yeah, last year.
I went last year for the first time. You've been 3 times, so yeah.
I've been 3 times. Yeah. I love Stockholm. I'm like,
it's so nice.
Can I go back now?
Can we go back now? It's just really lovely.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't been back in over 10 years, but I'd still love
I'll tell you what, you
can
come with us.
Yeah, we'll go.
Sounds great.
We'll hire a big place to stay. It'll be fine.
We'll go for Midsummer one year.
Yeah. Yes. Midsummer. Yeah. Midsummer's like. Have you seen the film Midsummer?
You have. I haven't yet. I will be.
I love it.
I love Ari Aster.
I love the director.
So I loved
the director. Yeah.
So I saw Hereditary first and went, this is insane. I must now see everything he's ever done. And then I watched Midsommar, and so completely different type of horror, but so clever.
I love that.
And so it's absolutely not a feminist tale. It's a story about a woman who comes out of an abusive relationship and then falls into a cult. So it's not a story about feminism whatsoever, but it's got this really weird feminist women empowerment. She's taken her everything like back from, the useless boyfriend and the people that she went out there with, and it's the way it's played is so clever. Such a good film. I could watch it on repeat.
I agree. Okay, we should go to Sweden, get an Airbnb and watch Midsummer. How about that? And celebrate Midsummer as well.
And join a cult. No.
I think we've kind of already done that.
Maybe
a little one, just a small group of people,
just a small one.
But and then we can do an episode of me being educated in a horror movie. There we go, back to the on the podcast. This is how it all started.
Geraldine,
I didn't really watch.
Geraldine doesn't do many horror movies. I'm a horror nerd
because my family don't, so I didn't really watch it. So because Ghost was inspired by a lot of horror movies, we started watching some and talking about them. So, and it's quite interesting. Except I said, to take the horror out of a horror movie, you study it like it's an exam piece, and suddenly it's not so scary anymore, because I'm sat there typing stuff down going, oh, right, they did that, and the music does that. So then he comes in and does that. I'm like, oh, God, Joreen.
And then she chopped his head off.
Oh, that was quite dramatic.
Imagine you watching Saw.
Oh my God! When I start getting her onto the torture porn, then we're in trouble.
Well, but then again, one of my, I don't like saying favourite because it sounds absolutely freaking awful, but I don't like the word appreciate. I think appreciate is a good word when you're talking about something that's quite horrendous. Misery. I think Misery is a phenomenal film.
Oh, incredible film.
Misery, yes.
That parasocial relationship. It's quite a meaningful one with that person.
Sledgehammer to the ankle. Oh.
And it's that sledgehammer.
Oh yeah, my God.
And you're there going, okay, it's gonna be right. Oh no, she did do it.
I watched it like that.
Yeah.
Well, That's the thing. I don't love gore, so I think I just like the spookier under your skin sort of. Oh my God, yeah.
The creeping dread kind of stuff.
Yeah. I'm thrillers and psychological stuff. But I am one of those people that are like that. So my boyfriend a lot of the time, like, why are you covering? You chose this film. Why are you covering your eyes? I know, but I like it. It's one of those like I can't watch it, but like, what's going on?
I know it's coming. I know it's coming. I know it's coming. I know it's coming. Oh God!
Exactly, that's me.
Why did I watch with you and you'd watched it loads of times and you still jumped? And I'm going, seriously? I can't remember what we were watching. And you were like, I know this is coming. Oh God, it got me again. I can't remember.
And I turned around and I looked at you and I went, got me again.
And I didn't even jump. Was it the ring?
It was The Exorcist.
That's how good it is.
Oh, The Exorcist. It was The Exorcist.
Oh,
The Exorcist.
Whereas
I don't that, actually.
It's very good.
Oh, are you talking about the old one? Or?
Sorry. No, yes, the old one.
Yeah,
the original.
The original.
Yeah, the original. Yeah.
It's The Exorcist where I went, the priest is just Rocky. What the hell is going on? Rocky is just the priest. It's the whole jump around and going around wearing suit on. I was like, hang on a minute.
The Exorcist is weirdly one of my comfort movies.
Oh, okay. I think there's levels here. Like you're the queen of horror. I'm in the middle. And
I'm the warped one.
And I can watch it going, hey, I can watch this and I can write an essay for you.
And I can write an essay for you. Love it.
Yeah. Take the music out and they're all crap. Basically.
Well, that's what I'm trying to look at, like, because like I don't like gore. So my friend said you should try and look at gore in a more of a technical way, because once you see that it's all, I don't know, ketchup and stuff.
Yeah, not real.
Yeah,
corn syrup.
Yeah, exactly. Then you actually start to
watch them like me, and you take the horror right out of it.
I don't know that I am squeamish though in general.
Once
blood,
you
so I don't
learn,
yes.
Once you learn that intestines are, when you see them being ripped from a body in a film, when you realise that they are just tights stuffed with like corn syrup and food colouring,
no way,
and paper mache, and then covered in like KY jelly and fake blood.
Oh,
yeah.
Once you realise that that's all they are, it takes the wind completely out of the sails.
Yeah, so something not quite so
the tights. Yeah.
Oh God, I have to see it to believe it first. I think I have to actually see how they make it. Which
I can send you links.
that might actually help me watch. Yeah, I think because I'm squeamish in general when I see blood and all in real life, it's just disconnecting the two would.
Yeah, makes sense. See, the only thing I'm squeamish about is eyes. I can do I can watch operations. They take hearts out. They do all sorts. I'm like, that's absolutely fine, no problem.
Can't do that. Yeah.
And as soon as someone's near an eye, I'm like, oh no.
So you can't touch your eye or anything.
But I can touch my eye. Yeah, no, I can touch my own. I can touch my own. But no one. No. It's like funny what we're all funny about.
I had a surgery a couple of years ago where they took a plate and pins out of my arm. And I actually asked the surgeon if he would video it for me so that I could watch it back to see what they did. And he went, I'm not going to do that. And I'm like, oh,
that's really mean. It's your arm, surely. Sorry.
It's my arm. It's my blood.
Yeah. Coming back to the creativity part.
Yeah, we went on.
I suppose it fits with what you've just said, like squeamish and that. What have you found as your biggest challenges while navigating this industry? Like the any of it really, the music or the acting or the modelling?
The challenges is which I think I'm doing quite well with. Don't love it, but learning things quickly because so I've had to learn scripts, not like full-on scripts, but a few chunky lines. Oh, not that sort of. That sounded so bad. You know what I mean? That was challenging.
Set paragraphs, very long, wordy bits.
Yes, paragraphs, words,
dialogue.
Dialogue.
That's it, Natalie. Got there.
Hey,
ADHD bingo.
Thank you.
Here we go.
Oh, thank you so much.
ADHD.
Like learning them the night before, and I think because it's easier, I've had to learn lyrics really easily and really fast, and I think that's made that easily if I think of it that way. Apart from it's hard because you have to really learn it to, and then for me, I have to then put some sort of feeling
into
it. With music, I feel like it's a lot shorter, that process, with learning lines, because it's the stories, a lot more compact and especially pop music as well. It's you've got the words right in front of you, and it's like sort of, you can go straight into it. You can play with it
emotions
in that
the
way.
Music.
Yeah, exactly. It's got a lot of help in that way.
And I suppose if you've written your own lyrics, you can draw on how you were feeling at the time that you wrote them as
yes.
Good grief.
When you wrote them.
I did done write this, I did. I wrote it down. There we go, song.
Are you from Norwich?
No, born and bred in Oxford.
Oxford. Oh, okay. That was.
And she writ it.
You writ it.
I writ it. I did. Like I told you, I've got a friend in Ipswich.
Oh yes, of course. There you go.
A lot of time in Ippy, I have.
You poor thing.
If there's anyone watching from Ipswich,
your friend's not going to like me.
No, you're not. No, you're fine. You're fine.
It's all right. One of my good friends is from Ipswich. He moved to Norwich. That's why I went, because he told me that a lot of Ipswich people end up moving to Norwich, and then the Norwich people move to London. So it's just like, there
you go. Just move your around
exactly.
Pieces round forward, exactly. It'll be fine.
Oh, God, exactly.
Sorry.
Sorry, what were we saying?
We were talking about music and lyrics.
And the challenges of memory for all of us. Like,
yes,
60. Dear God,
we've got each other. The challenges. Yeah, so it's actually, that's what I was going to say. Because I'm having challenges with music when I used to write from a place of like all my feelings, very much in my feelings. The songwriter and that would lock themselves in the bedroom for hours and just write lots of songs. Now it's very much different. I'm writing with professional writers and having to really to sing other people's lyrics and to get into their brains as well. So again, it's kind of, it goes into acting, links into
who would your dream musical collaborator be? If you could work with anyone, alive or dead?
Yeah.
Alive or dead?
Or one of each.
Gosh. Who would I love to collaborate with? There are so that I'm not going to go for the people who I would really love to collaborate with. Sorry, I never thought about it. I'm I'm very breezy, so I think like if someone wanted to collaborate, it would be with anyone that I know that just doesn't want to, that wants to, I don't know, make a really cool project. So they don't have to be. Do they have to be famous?
No.
I just like, there's some really cool musicians out here in London as well, and I guess them too. Sorry, no, I will try and answer your
I love that
question.
Though. Because you want that chemistry with someone.
Yeah, that's what it matters, because I could say Joni Mitchell, I could say Nirvana, I could say Bob Marley, but because I love all sorts of music, but I maybe because I am a bit of a nerd in ways of looking into their psychology and stuff like that. I don't know if we would gel. And they say I don't know if I would. If they would like. I think I'd be too sensitive, like, oh my gosh, they don't like my lyrics.
They don't like my lyrics.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, these people are professional, you know.
Keep them over there, you know, keep that back. No, thank you, no.
Yeah, exactly. So
Call me
I'm
when
sure...
Elton John wants to work with me, darling.
But exactly, if they were, I'd be up for that. Sure.
I think he's probably quite fun to work with now.
Elton, give us a call.
Elton, you mean in general? He's done like a whole album with quite a few.
He's so many, like he's worked with Justin Timberlake and with
Eminem.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing!
Exactly. Yeah.
I just want to have a glass of wine with the bloke.
Yeah, he's got some stories.
I'm sure he does. Yeah. Oh God, I loved that film as well. That he.
Rocket Man.
Yeah, who was so again? I'm so bad with names and stuff. My first So-Far Sounds, if you know them, it's
Taron Egerton.
Taron, that was it.
Yes, I performed in his house once. That was so random.
No, that's so cool.
That's so random. He wasn't there, annoyingly though.
Yeah.
Rude.
So, I know.
How would he dare?
But when someone told me, I know I didn't get to meet him, unfortunately. But I've modeled. I used to be a life model. I can just say it now. I used to life model. I used to be quite secretive about that. But I used to life model, and I life modeled in Gandalf's flat once as well.
Wow!
So I've got lots of stories.
I did life drawing at sixth form, so I did the life drawing. Yeah.
I never know how to. There you go. I'm an open book. I'm an overshare because I've been. I know that the industry can be really weird about nakedness, but it's artistic, so it's not
artistic.
Why?
I know.
It was for my A levels, so like really was, you know. It was about trying to get. It was always about negative space. It's just think
yes,
whether that means at the time when you're 18 going, what's that? What? Nothing has a solid line. It's all taken up by the shadows around it, and you're just going, yeah, okay. Oh God. 18-year-old
going boobs. Boobies.
No, it was brilliant, but yeah, but when you're 18 and quite sheltered and you're drawing a man and then he comes around and chats to you, but you're sat, please don't chat to me. Please don't look at my artwork while you're stood right there. Or at least go and put a dressing gown on.
Yeah. Oh, what, the models?
Yeah. We are talking years ago. Long time ago.
I mean, that is one of the reasons I stopped life modeling, because there's a time and a place to be asked for your number and things like that. I think.
No!
Yeah.
No.
I didn't say. I haven't said it now. They will probably know, but to the art community, because I've made such amazing friends with artists, and I was quite sad to leave. But obviously, this became really busy anyway, so I had to stop it. But it's. How do you? I think now I would probably say something to
what are you doing? Like,
there's time and place. Really a way to turn anybody down when you're stalkers and they're asking for your phone number. That's a bit time and a place, mate. Time and a place.
Yeah.
No,
anyway.
So I expect that must have brought out some kind of confidence and not a lessening of the inhibitions, but if you are sitting in a room with artists who are literally just looking at you the way that somebody would study a marble sculpture, I expect that could also be quite freeing as well.
It can be freeing, yes, for sure. That's definitely. I think, it became a bit weird. Like I said, I started to notice people were maybe being a bit inappropriate, but at the beginning it was very much like it definitely helped with my confidence, and because I like many people, I had like issues with my body and all sorts of things, and I was hanging around with a lot of hippies at the time, and they were always naked and always
I love a hippie.
I love a hippie.
Love a hippie.
Love a hippie. So I think I might have pushed myself a bit too much, where it was this weird like, oh wow, I've done it. I can actually, because I used to be a very shy person. Like in terms of like going to the dressing room, like my mum would be so free with like just taking her clothes off, and it would really freak me out that like people were doing all around me, and I would be the. So I that was a great challenge for me to do that. But now I'm looking at it very differently because now I'm acting. There's a lot of that to consider where people do, and I believe I shouldn't do it so early in my career where I'm showing my body.
It didn't hurt
like,
Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah. Oh, what
she
you
went
mean,
on to have a stellar career after Playboy.
That's very true. Yeah, I mean,
Madonna posed nude.
Yes, she used to do life modeling as well. Yeah.
But it's about around you having boundaries. That's
yes.
I think
that's the hard
part, isn't it? Definitely.
That's just like,
definitely.
God, people learn to have boundaries. Just seriously.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And it's crazy that people well, it's not crazy. I'm not surprised there are people that just still don't know boundaries.
No,
they still don't know boundaries. Yes.
Yeah.
And then seem surprised when someone calls them up on it, going, that's really inappropriate.
Yeah.
No.
But I know what you mean about the whole, when you say that, you were quite shy and that, you had to be in your little changing room box. And I remember the first time I ever went into, I think I was about 14 or 15. And I went into a Topshop changing room, and it was a communal changing room.
God, and they always have the worst.
They have that.
It was literally communal changing rooms.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was one for, obviously it was a women's store, so it was just ladies in there. But I walked in and I went,
oh no,
nope.
Yeah.
Straight back out again.
And then a few years
later,
always the worst lighting in those changing
terrible
rooms.
Lighting.
terrible lighting. But just like, what the hell?
And then a few years later, I started cosplaying, and it was like, right, well, you're all in this room, and I'm standing there going, I can't get changed in here. There's boys in here, and my mate's like, listen, just get your kit off. Nobody's looking at you. I'm like, okay.
Everyone's too busy putting the next costume on.
Everyone's too busy getting changed. Just get changed. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, actually, that with fashion modeling, it's like that. There's no time for it's quick. Get into this and go.
Because you've done runway as well, haven't you?
Yeah, yes, I've done it with hair modeling. That's how I got into modeling, the hair modeling. Got into that. So I've had like crazy mullets and different color hair and all sorts. It was a lot of fun, but then I couldn't get any acting work, so that's why stopping in the transition.
That's what's stopping me. Damn it!
Yeah, you gotta. I mean, you don't know what role you're playing.
I'm growing mine out. My blue's tucked away back here. But what I was trying I did my first London Fashion Week in September, which I never get picked for, and that was amazing.
Wow!
Yeah, because it's usually very strict. So I did it. Yeah. So I on my CV, but I'm not a great runway. I walked for Vinted Oxfam.
Oh my God.
Wow! Okay, that's really fucking cool.
So it's not your. So the reason why I got it is because I'm on a program on Amazon called Restyle. My friend Kiara, who is now my friend, she's on the program. She was the designer that.
Wow.
I won't. Damn it, I was about to. But anyway, but she invited me. Go and watch it. It's on Amazon. She invited me to come back and from the program because the prize was to walk London Fashion Week, and I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And it's like,
that is so
because it's difficult to get in if you're, because they're they a certain look, certain as much as they say they've changed, but I think it's still quite like
still picky.
Still picky in that way.
But you are represented by one of, I think, the coolest modeling agencies I have ever seen in my life. And I went and I looked at the kind of people that they represent.
Yeah, they're great. Yeah,
and it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. How did you land with that particular agency?
I just turned up to their casting, but I wasn't having any luck again with the whole a certain look. I wasn't having any luck with the traditional modeling agencies. I had actually one of the a model agency called Sandra Reynolds. They scouted me when they're based in Norwich, and they scouted me when I was 16. And at the time, I was like, I'm going to London and I'm going to make it as a musician. And didn't I sort of lost my chance. But it's funny because a lot of my friends are on Sandra Reynolds, and I've applied so many times, and they're not interested at all. So yeah, I think because as a musician you have to build a persona. Yes. And I think I know it sounds really big-headed. It's no. I think with Ugly there's a lot more character, a lot more personality, and
yes, humans.
Oh my gosh,
it's human.
Not saying my friends are boring, by the way, they're not at all. But no. I think but there's tattoos and all of that. Sorry.
Yeah. It's more like diversity in the aesthetics and stuff like that.
Exactly. I think Ugly look for a lot more because they also bleed into the acting side, so because they've got acting and modeling. So it's perfect for me as well.
Oh, they're great. Girls, I might have a go.
Everyone have a go. They're great. They're great. Honestly, yeah. I always actually suggest people going with Ugly. They're going to be like, Hattie, we've got no more people to bring on.
Hattie, what are you doing?
Natalie might have sent me the link.
Yep. Because I've definitely recommended a lot of my people have come to me like, oh, thank you for
just
bringing me on board.
Get a little more light on the subject in here.
Yeah, it's gotten dark, hasn't it? I'm going to do the same, actually.
This is where it's helpful that I shut myself in a dark room and put a light on.
Ta-da! You can see me now.
Very good. There you go. Right, I've got some light as well.
Ta-da!
Yeah. So Ugly are great.
It does look really. It looks a fun company. Do you know what I mean? It's just like
they're very nice as well. To add, I've had a lot of agencies that weren't very nice.
Yeah, so, I can imagine.
Yeah, it can be a tough industry that way, very bitchy, which I'm not.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Quite cliquey, I would have thought as well.
Yeah, for sure. So, but
now you have us.
Yes, exactly. This is what I want to do. So it's like as much as I do love modeling, it's not my personality naturally. It's music and acting for sure.
That's so cool. Here's one for I can't make decisions very quickly. I'm so sorry, but if you could describe yourself in 3 words, what would they be?
Oh my God! Describe myself in 3 words.
You just did it. Oh my
God! There you go. Oh my God! Describe myself in 3 words. A goofball, goofy.
Yeah, like that.
It's a good one. I like it.
I could be. I'm considerate. I've been told I'm considerate, and I'm warm.
Yay! I love that. Yes, perfect combination. We approve.
And do you want my traits now? Yeah,
your horoscope and your Mercury in retrograde yet.
So if you could just complete a SWOT analysis, we'd be very grateful. Thank you. This is the question that, and we know that you're short on time today, so this is the question that we ask everybody.
It's very important.
And I think this is the most important question, so I hope you're ready.
Oh my God.
No pressure.
Breath. What is your karaoke standard?
Oh, karaoke standard. It's Master Blaster by Stevie Wonder. Or
oh my God, that is fantastic.
Do you know it?
Yes.
No one seems to know it. When
I'm a massive Motown fan. I love Stevie Wonder.
I'm so glad you do, because I was like, should I say that one, or should I say like a Whitney Houston one, which I do tend to ruin the song because it's they're so hard to sing.
Let me guess, it's Greatest Love of All, isn't it?
No, not that one. I have nothing
Nothing.
Yeah.
We can do it as a trio. We'll be all right. One of us will reach the top.
Can we sing karaoke with you? Is my next question.
Yes, for sure. I mean,
so
yeah.
At GhostCon.
There you go. We said it.
At the event. The event in September. September 12th. Is that in
Definitely,
Nottingham?
In Nottingham.
Definitely up for that.
At the Salt Box.
At the Salt Box.
In Nottingham. We'll go out the night before. We'll find somewhere to go and do karaoke, and we'll take you with us.
Love it. Love it. Yes.
And we will look after you on the day, we promise.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Yes. I'm so looking forward to a hug and
yeah,
I'm a lot better in person as well.
And Vanessa will be there as well.
Yes.
So.
I haven't seen Vanessa in ages. Yeah.
She's going to be there with her friend Sarah. Her friend Sarah's coming too.
Oh, it's going to be... We went last year and we were roving reporters on the day. And
we were being Vanessas. We were trying. Anyway, not quite as good by any means.
But we'll be there to look after you. And if anybody gives you any grief, we'll just bash them on the head with our fries.
Thank you.
And this is where we learn about the quick change, don't we, Natalie?
Yes.
we're going to be in those outfits, and then we're Sisters of Sin at some point, and then we're something else at some point, and it's
I think we might be rats at some point, and nuns, and
at
some point,
if you were to add a ghost song to your karaoke repertoire, what would it be? Because you're obviously a Ghost fan now, aren't you?
Yes,
yes, I am. No, I am. You've been daddied by all the dudes and wanted daddy. I love those lyrics.
Some of those lyrics. Though I must say, when I'm singing some of his songs, I damn him for the number of lyrics. I'm like, seriously, dude, why so many words?
Very, very.
Many words, just
words. I can't get them out that far. No one.
Very, very difficult.
Also for his own songs. I understand now. Did it to yourself, dude. Did it to yourself.
Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate you coming.
It's been such a pleasure. It's
so have you back on. We will have you back on because you did actually. We can get her back for Skilly Tales. Did you go to the London ritual?
You went to a ritual, didn't you?
You were at a ritual.
You were at one of the shows last year.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
I can get her back for her Skelly Tales. Look, get her all the episodes.
Yes, and we'll get you on for a horror movie as well. You're on.
Yes, definitely.
For a movie, and then we can talk about your Skelly Tales. Sorry.
Amazing. I'm excited for this. Yay!
Thank you so
ladies.
much.
Thank you so much.
And if you want to share your socials, what can people find? Because they will find you anyway. So as you found.
You can find me on Instagram, which is Erawan Hattie, ERAWAN Hattie with an IE at the end, and then on TikTok, now that I'm using TikTok, it's Hat and All That, and I love
it. Brilliant.
Hat and All That. My name on there is Hattia, because maybe I should do a poll, because I'm thinking of changing my name to Hattia just because it was supposed to be my Thai name when I was born, and it's Hattie anyway, and it stands alone quite nice. Anyway, some ideas, but if you're confused where to find me, Hat and All That.
Hat and All That.
Don't be confused by Hattia. Thank you so much. It's can I do a little? Actually, I would like to do a little video. So for my
do you need the boys in?
We need the boys. We need the boys.
Oh yes. Wait. Do I let me just take a picture. I'm just trying to. How do I get everyone to?
Are you on a laptop?
Geraldine,
click view
and gallery.
View.
And gallery.
Gosh. In gallery. View and gallery.
Yeah. Click view. Where? If you're on
sorry.
There you go.
Yeah.
Found it.
Show manage participants. That one. There's only that and closed chat.
If you right up on the top right, you should have a button that says view.
Yeah.
And then if you click gallery view.
Oh yes, sorry, on the wrong one. Gallery view. See, this is terrible. Like I'm terrible at this.
It depends what item.
Say hello. Hello. And I will do. It's for my episodes I'm doing, and I'll do a picture as well.
Hello.
I love it. Thank you
Yay!
so much.
Thank you.
But will this actually be filmed? I haven't so we see our faces and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that because
yeah, it's gonna be on YouTube. I do it on YouTube, and then I rip the sound from it once I've edited it, and that's what goes on the rest of it.
Great. Oh, I'm so excited to see it.
Yes, that's why we always have.
That's why we always have the nice the stuff going on in the backgrounds and the jacket.
Mine's not too bad, I guess.
No, it's really pretty. I was looking at your plate behind you. It looks like a halo.
Yeah, that's very nice.
all my landlady stuff. I have no idea. Her choice of she's lovely. All right.
And I will say, come GhostCon, be prepared to sign a lot of those.
Yes.
My boyfriend said I need to practice my signature, so start.
Yeah, and lots of nervous people going, I didn't want to bother you, but people are really shy. Like, I'm nobody important. And I was at a different gig, and someone messaged me on Instagram afterwards, and I saw you at Powerwolf, but I didn't want to come and say hello. I was too shy. I was like, why? Why come and say hello to me, please?
We don't mind.
Yeah, that's sweet. Yeah, I think they just don't want to.
Really want us to.
Then don't come to me.
And on that note, Hattie Erawan, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We love you.
Love you too. Love you too.
And we'll see you all again soon on another episode.
Bye.
Oh, you're my favorite thing.
If you would like to come and confess your craft and creations with us, email us at fortheloveofghost@yahoo.com.
And bright again. There's a song in my heart, I feel like I belong. It's a better place since you came along. It's a better place since you came along.